Hello, everyone. This is Jacob Engels, and welcome to this week's episode of Postmodern Politics. First and foremost, thank you to Data Battle Z, Ben Frisbee, for taking over the show last week. I had some things to do, some news to write about, some stories to research. This week is going to be a little different as well because we are introducing new hosts and commentators on the War Boys Studio Network. So, first, I'm going to talk about a story that I put out last week about corruption in the great state of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We'll go through that for a few minutes, and then we're going to kick it over to my friend Christopher Frank, who will soon have his own program on the War Boys Studio, and he's put together two short little episodes. He likes to do karaoke and mold that into his shows. It's actually quite fun, and I'm excited for him to be on board on a weekly basis, I believe, starting next week. So first, we're going to talk about the story that I published on stonezone.com. It's called Exposed: Governor Josh Shapiro's Pet Rhino and Pennsylvania's Cartel of Corruption. Now, we have reported on Tom Mahaffey before a couple of weeks ago. This is a corrupt rhino Republican in the state legislature of Pennsylvania. He is no friend to the cause. He actually votes with Democrats more often than Republicans, and the really egregious part is that he is often the deciding vote in this split legislature, and he sides with Democrats time and time again. So let's get into it. And for those of you who know Pennsylvania politics, it's full of corruption. It's full of voter ID problems. It's full of illegals being allowed to vote. In fact, Donald Trump's administration just announced today that Dauphin County, in the heart of central Pennsylvania, where Tom Mahaffey is the representative, is one of the counties that is not abiding by the commands put down by the president, ICE, and DHS when it deals with illegal immigrants. So first, let's get into Tom Mahaffey. Now, we already talked a little bit about him, but let's just review. He's put his own version of the Green New Deal for Pennsylvania. He wants to ban gas stove ovens. He's voted for puberty blockers for kids. He has blocked school choice for low-income families. I mean, those are four really important issues right there that people should know about, and know that Tom Mahaffey is just your run-of-the-mill rhino Republican, and quite frankly, at this point, probably should re-register as a Democrat. Now, let's get into this a little bit more. When uh, citizens, constituents of his, went to protest some of his most recent votes, Representative Mahaffey called up his friends in the Teamsters Union and had them harassed in the state capitol building. Just egregious. This guy is siding with the Teamsters, with the unions. In fact, he gets a lot of campaign contributions and help from the unions, the Teamsters, AFL-CIO, and others. Again, when you look at his voting record, when you look at his donation record, when you look at the people he associates with, he even went on a full-blown press tour of the 106th district right there outside of the Capitol in central Pennsylvania with Governor Josh Shapiro, praising him for all that he's accomplished. And anybody that's listening that knows Governor Josh Shapiro knows that this guy is bad news. And Mahaffey, that's the other thing. He is so antithetical to the Republican MAGA cause that they've kicked him out. He doesn't even room with Republicans in the state capitol building anymore, which kind of sends the message. Another couple of points from this article: when Tucker Carlson's rally was constantly harassed in the lead up, when he had his rally in Hershey, and even when he was there, Tom Mahaffey said nothing. And when Governor Josh Shapiro attacked brave patriot Congressman Scott Perry, Tom Mahaffey, said nothing. I mean, I could go on and on and on, folks. One of the things that really concerns me and a lot of people, both sides of the aisle in central Pennsylvania, is the fact that Tom Mahaffey wants to resurrect 3 Mile Island. Yes, the 3 Mile Island that had nearly had a catastrophic meltdown decades ago, and actually, still people in that area are feeling the side effects of what happened at 3 Mile Island. The cover up, the health concerns, the cancer, it's all still very relevant. Well, Tom Mahaffey, through a deal with Constellation Energy, which is tied to Bill Gates, he wants to restart and rehabilitate this facility. I mean, is that not a bad idea, folks? It just shows you, if the check clears, Tom Mahaffey has no fear about voting for absolutely insane things. What else do we have here? And Ben's going to pull up the article on the screen so you guys can see it and know where to go. When you get down to the Dauphin County GOP, which is in Pennsylvania's 106th House District, where Tom Mahaffey is the representative, the GOP chair, David Feit, is so mixed up in all of these side deals with consultants, with law firms, supporting and opposing candidates, when really, as a GOP chair, you're supposed to stay out of the mix. You're not supposed to be profiteering as the chairman of the GOP, and most certainly you're not supposed to be getting involved in Republican primaries, but he's done that time and time again. And he's very close to this Mike Musser fellow, who's the unelected political boss in Dauphin County. And through Mahaffey and Feit, Musser has bagged millions of dollars in no-bid contracts, contracts that are just backroom deals and political maneuvering and favoring. It's just another great example of what happens when things go unchecked. And in an odd turn of events, one of the commissioners, Commissioner Connolly of Swatara County, he has been attending many county commission, city commission meetings and talking about the cloud of corruption that is in Dauphin County between Mahaffey, Musser, and all these individuals. Most recently, he talked about how they historically have failed to report their finances on time and instead wait until after the election's over and the primary in general to report their finances. And that's simply against the law, ladies and gentlemen. But there's no accountability if you're part of the club and the political bosses are protecting you. What else can I say about Tom Mahaffey, Governor Josh Shapiro's favorite Republican in the Pennsylvania state legislature? It's all right there. I mean, there's a great quote from John David Longo, the mayor of Slippery Rock. Remember, this is the guy who shielded his pregnant wife from the assassin's bullet at the Butler rally when they tried to kill President Trump. He said, and I quote, "Tom Mahaffey's alliance with Shapiro's radical left is a betrayal that would make Benedict Arnold blush." He is absolutely right. And a follow-up quote that I wanted to put in there to kind of give some context to it: "Progress never comes from those satisfied with the failures of a broken system. It comes from those who want to fix the broken system." That's what President Trump has said about the political process writ large in this country, and he's absolutely right. Pennsylvania, Central Pennsylvania, Hershey, Harrisburg, Hummelstown, the 106th District, it is time for you guys to stand up and make a change. You need to primary Tom Mahaffey in 2026. You need to crush Josh Shapiro in 2026. You need to end the uniparty cartel's control over your politics. Stand up and do something. Hershey, you're the sweetest place on earth. Let's get these sour, bad apples out of your political system and get somebody in that office that actually cares about you, attends town hall meetings, is not afraid to take the tough questions, and does everything in their power every day to benefit you, the constituents of the district, not the political, corrupt uniparty cartel. And now, folks, we're going to go over to Christopher Frank. He's got two wonderful segments for us, and I hope you guys enjoy it. He's a great friend of mine, and he's pretty funny with that way he's gotten karaoke molded into a news program. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you again, everyone. Jacob Engels, Postmodern Politics on the War Boys Network. Have a great night.
Very important announcement. Right now, we're running a sale, but it is selling out, and it will end this Sunday, just in 5-6 days or less. That is 2 bottles of the best methylene blue, ultra methylene blue you're going to find anywhere. Cleans out your mitochondria, incredible energy, incredible stamina, focus. It is the ultimate supplement. We have the very best. You see Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the HHS head, raving about it. You get 2 bottles of real medical grade, USP, pharmaceutical grade, already discounted, and get the third bottle free. But I'm announcing this live on air on May 27th. So you got the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st. So you've got until this Sunday to take advantage of this deal. Sunday evening, we will end it. So be sure and experience Ultra Methylene Blue for yourself. You've seen the rave reviews, the 5-star reviews. You've seen the guests that I give it to and the experiences they have. Most people have dramatic effects of energy and clarity, like a fog lifts within 30 minutes. But the science shows everybody gets great benefits, cleaning out your mitochondria, detoxifying it. It makes your cells operate much quicker and much better. It's like a stimulant, but it doesn't have any of the stimulant damage. It's incredible. It's amazing. Get your Ultra Methylene Blue now. 2 bottles and get a third bottle free. Get 4 bottles already discounted, and you get 2 bottles free at thealexjonesstore.com. And during this sale, but it will end Sunday, if you subscribe to get 1 bottle, 2 bottles, wherever you want, cancel anytime, they hold back Methylene Blue for you so it doesn't sell out, and you get 50% off on your next order.
You know, drinking a lot of beer and doing a lot of cocaine. My fiance or whatever, he's a pitcher for the Mets.
Moving on the floor now, babe, you're a bird of paradise.
Rituals like Eastern riches, junkie fixes. Around here we say birds, not bitches.
Okay, explain. So you saved someone from...
We were off-roading, and this family flipped their side-by-side. They tried to stop it from flipping, put their legs out, and shin bone came through on the guy, and then the girl broke her ankle and bone came through. Me and my friends, we jump off, we flipped it back, help them out. I take my shirt off.
Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler?
I thought I was joining a conservative movement, you know, something that we can be proud of and like carry on for generations. Not this weird, you know, pseudo-nationalist cardboard patriotism that I saw transpire. And it's like, man, they're calling us the fascists, but they're so organized. Like, when I saw Antifa go out there like that, and the numbers that they did, it made me realize that it's not about quality, it is about quantity. When you're fighting against the corrupt system, it's not about who you are, it's about how many you are. And I've noticed that. This is where the government stands down. I've seen government stand down in Berkeley. I've seen government stand down in Boston. I've seen government stand down. Yes?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, so I've seen the government stand down in these states. these cities because of what? The numbers against them. See, that's what the people of America don't realize. They can call themselves patriots, but they don't realize they outnumber the government, they outnumber the military, they outnumber the police, they outnumber the politicians. We can have so much control just simply by showing up. I still have my sense. It's just, I feel like I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the LARPing. I want to go to the source, you know? When you talk about nationalism, we're not thinking of America, because America is more about corporatism, right? That's how I see it. I see like America was trying to defend its corporations rather than its people, you know? So when it comes to nationalism, you want to go to the source. Who is the guy that's mentioned the most when you think of nationalism? Either it's going to be King David or Adolf Hitler. You know? Like, these were those that were trying to preserve their people, right? And Hitler would never have this idea of preserving his people if it wasn't for somebody like King David. Sure. In the Bible, the Old Testament, that was all about nationalism, right? But then it's like, can you be a Christian and a nationalist? Is that possible? Or is it one of those, paradoxical movements, you know? Like the vegan butchers, the vegan party funded by butchers, right? This is what's going on today. It's a group of people who claim something, but they're not really, their heart's not in it. So there are people that are pulling strings because they know their heart's not in it. Your heart not being in it means you can get played like a fiddle. And that's what happens to these people. You meet or interact with people who are part of radical groups, and then you find out they're radical in a sense, but when the camera's on, when the camera's off, they're doing everything they're against.
Turn the lights down. Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one.
Shoot to kill, no matter. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brrr.
By the way, if I know that you are a Trump supporter and you own your own business, I know how to list that shit and I know where to list it to boycott your business from seeing anything. You done fucked around, now you're gonna find the fuck out.
scared of the kitty. Come on. It's okay. It's just a kitty kitty. See? It's okay.
Oh, that moves fast.
Okay.
I'm pregnant!
Please pay attention because this information can and will change your life for the better if you'll just research what I'm about to tell you. About 6 years ago, I had a very well-known genetic medical clinic in Austin, Texas, test my genetics for different deficiencies and things I had due to my genetics. And what they found was that I had some of the genes broken dealing with mitochondria and energy, and particularly with the processing of folic acid. Now, folic acid is absolutely essential. It's what's in spinach. It's so good for your whole body. It's so good for your cells. It's so good for women who are pregnant. If you don't have enough of it, the baby dies. It's a big deal. The problem is my genes don't break it down well. It breaks down into methylfolate. So my cells and your cells and everybody's cells, if you don't have these genetic issues, have trouble processing it, but they can totally process 100% methylfolate. It's the concentrate breakdown of folic acid. So I went on it 6 years ago, had a great effect. And I thought, why don't I come out with this ourselves with a high quality organic methylfolate and add B complex to it, and all the literature supercharges it. So there's a lot of great methylfolates out there with B complex. Ours is really strong, it's great. You get it from us, it funds our operation. But regardless, this is settled science, it's really important, and it's done incredible things for myself, my family, and others to take it. So get your ultra clean, high quality, next level foundational energy, because it gives you great energy, now back in stock only at realalexjones.com. And I almost forgot, methylene blue goes perfect with it, also working on the mitochondria. So you get our ultra methylene blue at realalexjones.com, and it's like a horse and carriage. This is exclusive. Next level foundational energy is now only available, a fan favorite, at realalexjones.com. It's on the other shopping carts. And of course, Nitric Boost is now exclusively available as well at Real Alex Jones, another fan favorite. So there's a lot of products at Real Alex Jones that is not available at thealexjonestore.com. That's our main shopping cart. That funds InfoWars. That funds our main operations. But all the Patriot apparel, all the products that are available at thealexjonestore.com are also available at realalexjones.com, but a bunch of other products that aren't available are only at realalexjones.com, like Next Level Foundational Energy and Nitric Boost. But regardless, you definitely want to get our Ultra Methylene Blue. We got a big sale on that going on right now as well at realalexjones.com. And then all the funds that come in at realalexjones.com go to fund the Alex Jones Network, the backup systems, and for legal defense. So it's a 360 win. Believe me, you want to get our Methylene Blue, and you want to get the Nitric Boost, and you want to get Next Level Foundational Energy, all at realalexjones.com.
Hello, folks. folks, thank you so much for joining us on episode 5 of Postmodern Politics with your host, Jacob Engels. I am Benjamin Frisby, producer of this wonderful, wonderful show. I could not be happier to be with you folks today. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. And thank you so much for tuning into last week's episode where yours truly, Benjamin Frisby, Data Battle Z, was the host of the episode. Make sure you are turning on the post and account notifications for the Warboy Studios, for Data Battle Z, for Jacob Engels to know when we're going live and to know when the rest of the wonderful Warboy Studios goes live, folks. We really appreciate all of your participation and all of your engagement. And don't forget, if you can't get enough Data Battle Z on X, to go to the final remaining Instagram account that we have around the Warboy Studios. If there are any more, I sure hope that the rest of you fellas reach out, follow, I will follow back. You can catch all of the updates for Postmodern Politics on this Data Battle Z Instagram account, folks. Also, thank you for checking out the War Boys news briefs that we do weekly. The War Boys Studios news brief that we do once, twice, or sometimes even 3 times a week, folks, with your host, Enrique Tario. And now, to lead out this week's episode of Postmodern Politics with your host, Jacob Engels, another wonderful segment from Chris Frank, folks. Make sure you're going to Christopher Frank's social medias on X. We will put the link up right now on the display capture for you folks. So make sure you're going and following Christopher Frank. He has one more segment lined up for this broadcast, and he will now be exclusively part of the Warboy Studios. Look out for his show coming up very soon in the near future. Christopher Frank, a contributor to Postmodern Politics with your host, Jacob Engels. Thank you folks so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week where we will have more great guests lined up on Postmodern Politics on the Warboy Studios. Thank you.
We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside.
I think if every trans woman who is arguing on TikTok Live currently about whether or not trans women are valid in female spaces just went into a woman's bathroom, peed standing up, looked at a TERF while walking out, and said fucking cry about it, we'd live in a better world.
Be careful. Oh my gosh. The makeup makes her look fake. Look at nail. Nail. Be careful. Oh my gosh. The makeup makes her look fake. Look at nail. Nail.
Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? Though I tried not to hurt you, though I tried. But I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn.
I just need to remind y'all again, everyone who is ginger, who has red hair, those are black people. All gingers are black people. If they have red hair, they are black. You see a white man with red hair, that's a black man. You see a white woman with red hair, that's a black woman. Gingers are black. All gingers.
The black community literally saved my physical life.
I have so many emotions right now, I can't even process them all. The last 48 hours of my life, I've never felt more love in my life.
Feeling truly wanted.
I'm black. I got a lot of mixed emotions.
This past week, I have felt more connected, more appreciated, and more loved than I ever have from a community of people in my entire life.
I hope there's a good outcome to all of this.
This whole thing about gingers being part of the black community low-key hits home for me.
And I can just see how loving and genuine all of you guys are.
This past week has been the best week of my life. And I just want to show my appreciation, my gratitude to, you know, all the kind words, all the love, everything that I've received.
Just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. Motherfucker. It does. To a favorite song playing on the radio. Yeah, the DJ said love's a game of easy come and easy go. But I wonder, does he know? Has it ever felt like this? And I know that you'd be here right now if I could let you know somehow. I guess every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn.
An explosion of relief and celebration after what scientists describe as 7 minutes of terror. Watching their spacecraft land on Mars.
The mission is a success.
Every rose has its thorn. Though it's been a while now, I can still feel so much pain. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Look at this.
You alright?
Get this car up in the air, you want to grab yourself a hammer?
In case you're questioning my judgment in buying this instrument, this fine instrument made in America, it does have
Okay, make sure it's on low.
Like a knife that cuts you wounds, but the scar, that scar remains.
Does anybody else have like specific sounds that bother them? For me, it's styrofoam. It's styrofoam. Like styrofoam rubbing against each other. Alright, I'm gonna try to open this. Oh. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open this. Okay.
I know a crusade of love that 95, knowing what to say. Instead of making love, we both made our separate ways. And now I
would rather pick up my husband's dirty laundry that he leaves right next to the basket, clean up all the beard hair that he leaves in the sink, pick up the dirty boots that he leaves all over the floor for every day for the rest of my life, rather than never seeing him come through that door ever again. And I know I'm not his mother, but it is my job to serve and take care of my husband. And guess what? He takes care of me. Now, I could complain all day about the fact that my husband leaves all this stuff all over the place and he doesn't pick up after himself, which he does. Sometimes he comes home from a long day and he doesn't have the strength to put his clothes in the basket after a long day. Sometimes the world wears on him so hard that sometimes all he can do is kick off his boots at the front door. And you know what? As a wife, I have two options. I can get really mad about it. I can nag him, I can get upset at him, or I could just serve my husband out of love and respect, because that's what we're called to do as wives. And the verse said, it's better to live on the roof of a house than in a home with a nagging wife.